But as you can tell, niggas
Yeah,
gonna have to. But
man.
yo, listen, man, I noticed that first thing I want to say, you know what I mean. I got to give you guys much respect coming from where I came from. You know, I'm from South Bronx, New York, and my introduction to you fellas, it was like I was honestly impressed by the organization, the level of communication that you had, the camaraderie, all of y'all folks being from, you know what I mean? Y'all was you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Jersey, NY. We was mobbing to a couple of these shows, trying to see what's going
most
on, shake the
definitely.
tree and all that. But you notice it would be me. For most of the time, I sprinkle in a partner hand too, but I roll dolo. You know what I mean? And we kind of get used to
Yeah.
that with NY. But what was it about y'all? That from the start always had to be a community thing, like a family thing, like you know what I mean. Like
I like that. I like
what
that
made y'all
question.
start with that? Like you know.
Well, honestly, if you look, not saying to tell you say I know you know, but I'm the oldest of everybody. Besides Scoop, I was the second oldest. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
my brother, he Grape Street. You feel me? He was in the streets and shit. He was in the banging and all that. You feel me? And that's not my lane. You feel me? I'm an older brother, so I had to lead by example.
Mm-hmm.
And I say Murder was doing music. I was doing music. We started doing music because my dad was writing for us. He was ghostwriting for us, and he was performing at block parties in North. You feel me? And then
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like what he was writing for us, so I started writing my own shit. You feel me? And going in with that. You feel me? My pops, you know what I mean? I started showing him what I could do. And the thing that I noticed with the music, to fast forward, is that that's the only thing that kept me and my brothers together. That's the only thing we did together. Other than that, we had different circles, different friends, and you know what I mean. So to have a little control, because I was organized and I had the business side going, I did music with him and we started a movement. So that's why you got the family vibe from it, because that's originally how we started. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The music was an outlet to grow and deal with my brothers and have something going that got some content to it, other than just that's my brother, other than that's just my friend. Just something that could show them, look what we could do.
Mm-hmm.
Besides sit around and hang out and fuck bitches, you feel me? Like, excuse my language, you feel me? So
Nah,
yeah,
you're right.
that's where it all started from.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right, man. And I just thought that was a dope element of what y'all was doing. The way y'all were
Thank you.
presenting the package. At the time, it was POE. Is it still POE, or have y'all transitioned? Where y'all at with it right now? Like, you know.
All right. To answer that question to make it easy to understand is like we all know who Wu Tang is, right?
Mm-hmm. I
Pro
think I
Gang was
know
the
where you're
new age
going with
Wu.
this. Yeah.
We was the new age Wu Tang. You feel me? Everybody was solo artists. So if you seen that series, our life was just like that. You know what I mean? Like you got one nigga trying to do music, trying to do everything. Niggas in the streets, niggas banging, niggas getting shot, and I'm trying to keep them together. The whole Wu Tang series explained. The Pro Gang is the new Wu Tang. We was all solo artists. We are all solo artists. But then that's my family, like you said, family vibe. That's the movement. You feel me? Just like that's like Wu Tang. So it's always pole game, but it's only pole game when we all together. You feel me? So
mm-hmm.
everybody has their own brand. The brands that you're starting to see now, we should have been presenting them a little bit faster. You feel me? And everybody took breaks to have life going on, but yeah, like it's POE. It's definitely POE to the day I die. You know what I mean? WMG. It been WMG before POE. You feel me? But West Manners Gang is where we from. But the
Mm-hmm.
entities you seeing now is everybody's solo face. You feel me? But it's whole gang
Mm-hmm.
when we together. Maybe we'll hop back on and do something. But that's in due time.
Most definitely, man. Now, currently, I can see Paul. I can see different type of trees. I see sun shining. Now, I know on the east side it's stormy weather and all
Yeah,
that. So I know
yeah.
y'all done made the transition. You know what I mean, to the
Yeah,
west
let me
side
show
and
y'all.
everything.
I'm on the West Coast right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see it, man. And how has that been? Just being from the east side
Uh,
and taking the brand across. You know what I mean, across the country. Like, what is the music scene out there? Like, what's been the reception like for what y'all do? Like, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, it's different. Um, when we first started coming out here, we laughed at a lot of music because we know the West Coast, I'm not saying everybody ignorant, but they like to turn up the ignorant shit. Like they love they turn up. You feel me? Just like anybody else love they turn up, but like the West Coast and the East Coast are a little different. They're a little bit more prone to like so it's like East Coast music could be a little bit easy on the ears for them. Like so they want some turned up South by Southwest type shit. So yeah, we had to get in our bag and put our music that maybe like the East Coast probably didn't particularly like care too much for, but yeah, it's just a little different. You feel me? It's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But we versatile, so a beat don't matter. It's just a message and what we trying to do. So it's a little different.
Yeah, man. Because first thing that comes to mind when I think of the Southwest and everything, like everybody immediately will point to Vegas. Like, yo, Vegas will probably be
Yeah.
Nevada, will probably. So, what made y'all choose or choose Arizona, like, and you know what I mean, and focus on that to like kind of like make the space hub for the West Side and everything, as far as what y'all do and everything, like.
With me, it was at first it wasn't in our plans. Like I had a lot of shit going on the East Coast, but my pops was out here, and then my boy Skrilla, his older cousin, was out here who used to run the 50 back in the day and shit. Not too much, but they family, so you know what I mean. They ran with him a little bit. You feel me? So they had a link out here and shit, and plus how the East Coast get was hot. Sometimes it's hot. It was hot back home. So niggas was like, fuck it, let's make something out of this. And came over here, you feel me? Dukes kicked all me and my brothers out. She ain't want us getting into no shit out there. She kicked us out. She was like, yeah, I gotta go. Like, you feel me? So we was like, all right, we hit Pops up. We hit my pops. My pops was like, yeah, I'm out here in Arizona. But we ain't come with him. We ended up hitting Skrilla older cousins up, you know what I mean? They had the motion. We had motion, you know what I mean? We was a face. They made us a face of what was going on. So we was like, all right, we out. And then, it was bigger moves over here. It's 5.2 million people in the city of Phoenix. Then you got the surrounding cities and shit. Yo, this shit is lovely. Like, it's like Atlanta too. Like, they just don't have their own, future or their own, you know what I mean, their own Gucci man yet. You feel me? Like, they fuck with a couple people, you feel me? But they was all signed to East Coast artists, you feel me? So like, what made us really fuck with the West Coast is when we came here, it was like, it's open shop for everything, like business, music, you feel me? So yeah.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. Like, listen, man, I think that's an interesting point you brought up for all the artists that, maybe starting with their pen and the pad in their own neighborhood and, maybe having reservations about taking the show on the road. You found it beneficial. Like, you
Yeah.
actually went out there and seen new opportunities and made it work, you and the family. Like, so that's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So as we get to this joint right here, I see we got the joint right now, the mood of the moment. What's it called? The trippy hippie? Like, what's going on with that? The concept. Break down like what your creative process was on this project, you and the fellas, and what y'all doing going forward with this project going forth, man.
The trippy hippie is more so part of my brand. I make clothes now, bro. So like that bucket hat that I was wearing in the pictures, that's from my line. That's what I was promoting right there. But me and my brother got and that's not the name of the clothing line either. It's just the vibe that I'm putting out there. You feel me? Like, and you ain't got to match all the time. As long as it feel good, put it on. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm promoting. You feel me?
So the fashion
From
is another
designer,
idea.
beyond
That's
designer.
another lane. That's definitely another lane.
But our tape that we are dropping, and we just dropped the tape, which was called Bill Gods, and that was just with me and my brothers. You feel me? Like my blood brothers. You feel me? We dropped the mixtape. That was probably about 3 months ago. All platforms, Spotify, YouTube, all that. You feel me? And recently, right now, me and Murder working on a collab. I wouldn't say we copied it, but like it's basically like a push off the movie Class Act with Kid and Play.
Okay.
Basically, I'm Kid and he Play.
Okay.
And we got that's our mixtape. We got the Class Act mixtape dropping, and we dropping mostly Jersey Club. So that's what we on now.
Okay, and you said this is all, you got this available on all platforms or certain platforms right now for the listeners and the viewers right now, like Spotify or
YouTube. Most of our work for for the class act mixtape that we dropping, we don't have a drop date for that. We pretty much we pushing. We in between right now. We still pushing the Bro Gods mixtape. We dropped 2 videos off that project. That's on all platforms. But the class act mixtape that we dropping that we working on right now. We got one. We got one video out, yeah, and we only dropped 2 singles. So, and we don't even have a drop date. Like, it's still early stages for the class act mixtape. But that's a collab tape between me and Murder. And honestly, like, since we on the mix the music right now, the reason why we started that tape is because, you know, like, if you paid attention to the music where, like, Jersey really never had their run, you get what I'm saying? And like, we had Joe Buttons, we had Fetty Wap, and anybody else that was from Jersey, pretty much athletes, actors, you get what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, like, we do music, we know a lot of people, and, you know, when you from somewhere, people don't show love, and it's a competition all the time. So the reason why we started is because we out here on the West Coast, we can get our numbers up, but the Jersey club is popping right now. Everybody getting their turn. You got Lil Uzi Vert, who dropped the I Just Wanna Rock, and then you got Cooley Ray hopping on Jersey club beats, and I heard Drake and Rihanna, they've been doing the little dance hall shit, like doing the like New York dance hall, mixing it with the Jersey club beats and shit like that. They've been on our style. So we noticed that was coming out, so we dropping this Jersey club mixtape. That's why we doing the class act mixtape right now.
No, that's fire right there, and it's actually interesting that you would transition to that because I was going to ask you, you know, because I kind of like, you know, just from my little touring experience, I kind of get a grip or just how you brothers, like, you know what I mean, the mindset, the dedication, the artistry that come, the love, the passion that come with the game. And I just kind of wanted to, you know, ask you what's your perspective nowadays on the state of music, the process of creating, dealing with the personalities involved. Basically, do you still have the same? Do you feel the same way about it as, you know, we was those bright eyed, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Bright eyed kids hopping on the tour bus to head down. You know what I mean? Does the music still mean that much to you, like, you know, or what's going on?
Bro, the thing is, the music always means that much more to me. And that's the reason why when you see an artist take time off, or when you see an artist take time off for anything they do, music, anything, it's because, you know, the process not working or moving, it hurts that more to me. Music definitely means a lot to me. It means so much to me. It's like, you know what I mean, when you don't get to produce or put out to the world what you want to put out, like, it felt like you lost something. So it definitely means something. And I just decided to sit back and take it more serious. You get what I'm saying, and not do music with everybody. As far as like the complexes and personalities, oh man, you know how that go, bro. Like, I can't deal with that. Like you said, you move solo. I started off moving as a group. It's like on some B2K shit, like in a rap version. Like, first everything be all good, but then you start finding out what people like and what people do, and it's all good. You feel me? I don't hate nobody. You feel me? It's all love, but you know, like, and you know how I go, bro. Rolling with a group of people. You feel me? It's the same shit that happened with gangs.